The Vauxhall Crossland X joins a crowded family SUV market, packed with some exceptionally good cars including the company's own fractionally larger Mokka X and much bigger Grandland X. However, Vauxhall says that the entry point to its three-cox range offers class-leading space and dynamics. Whereas the Mokka is a sportier, more expensive option, the Crossland offers something a little more utilitarian. It's not homegrown, though. The Crossland X is based on the underpinnings and mechanicals of one of its chief rivals, the Peugeot 2008. It also goes head-to-head with the Ford EcoSport, Nissan Juke and Renault Captur, and Vauxhall has priced it with value in mind. It's 4.21 meters long, making it perfectly sized for parking bays across the country. How does the Vauxhall Crossland X drive? We found the Crossland X to be a solidly good drive, with efficient and well-designed engines and lots of interior space. You get lots of standard equipment too, but this can push the price up towards £20,000, which we think is a lot for a car of this type. Buyers should be aware that it has a very high driving position and the body leans a lot mid-corner, which can be somewhat disconcerting if you accidentally go into a bend too quickly. However, the engines we've tried are great and the suspension is on the firm side considering the tall ride height, but ultimately predictable and well configured for UK roads. Our favourite engine is the 130 horsepower 1.2-litre turbo petrol mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox, but this is only available on Techline NAF trim and above. Vauxhall expects the 110 horsepower version of this engine to be more popular, predicted to make up around 50% of sales in say specification, but we didn't enjoy driving that one as much. It has a 5-speed gearbox, which could account for some of the loss of character, but its power delivery feels noticeably flatter. Flexible interior arrangements. What's the Crossland X like inside? The Crossland X is available with specially designed AG-certified seats up front, which means they've been built with the German campaign for healthier backs, so should be super comfortable. We've not tried them yet, and optional adjustable rears can be slid backwards and forwards to prioritize luggage space over legroom. Its boot measures 410 litres with the rear seats up, and that expands to 520 litres with them moved forward and folded down completely. Luggage capacity increases to 1,255 litres. The interior is dominated by a large 7.0-inch touchscreen or 8.0 inches for extra cost, and on the driver aids features list you get Vauxhall OnStar and the IntelliLink infotainment systems as well as Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's a good-looking setup, with the center console horizontally aligned to the driver for added functionality. High-quality finishes are provided with chrome accents around the cluster and ear vents, while the centerpiece of the interior is the touchscreen. However, we were less than impressed with the infotainment system. Its screen was slow to respond to fingertip inputs and it lacked the powerful processing power of more expensive units. Standard kit on the Vauxhall Crossland X. There's a decent array of equipment even on base spec C cars. See the features page for a full rundown. But highlights include dual-zone climate control, that large infotainment screen and 6 airbags. Other kit available as you move up through the range taking in say NAF, company car-focused Techline NAF, Elite and Elite NAF as well as the optional extras, includes adaptive forward lighting and head-up display. Sharp looks to time with X generation, the Crossland X is largely predictable styling, with Vauxhall's signature LED daytime running lights. Chrome detailing in the floating roof, a styling feature shared with the Adam. Being a ruggedized SUV crossover, fears the usual cladding, high-mounted rear-lamp clusters and raised suspension. Vauxhall has aggressively priced the Crossland X as it has with the Insignia Grand Sport, majoring it on value, and hopes to repeat the success of the Mokka X, which is consistently one of the UK's top 10 best-selling cars. The Parker's verdict. If the success of the Mokka X is anything to go by, Vauxhall has another hit on its hands with the latest member of its family. It certainly scores well in terms of standard equipment for the money, and has lots of showroom appeal. It's not that inspiring to drive, and in terms of purchase price, it's not as compelling as the Renault Captur or Peugeot 2008, but it's extremely economical in both petrol and diesel form. It's not a class-leading product, but it's comfortable and boasts sample space, and, therefore, well worth a look.